welcome those of you viewing on BilliardClub.net. This is day number 7 of the 8th annual Derby City Classic. And to bring you up to date, this is the finals of the second event of 3. It is one pocket action, and it's... Anyway, we started with 425 players. We're down to the final 2. Our first gentleman in the final matchup won the first division, the bank pool division, and he is in the driver's seat for the total points over the 9-day period, which will crown him as master of the table, also known as the World All-Around Champion. He's the former World Bank Pool Champion and now the reigning World Bank Pool Champion from Dayton, Ohio. Please welcome back Mr. Jason Miller. Thank you. And his opponent in the finals is our defending World All-Around Champion. He is from the Republic of the Philippines, an international superstar known as the Magician. A warm welcome, please, for Mr. Efren Reyes, Republic of the Philippines. Thank you. Gentlemen, you may lag for the first break. But this time, we'd like to send it to the booth to the voice of ACCUSTATS, Bill Incardona, and special guest Danny Diliberto. Good. Take it away, you guys.
ACCUSTATS Video Productions presents from Louisville, Kentucky, the 2006 Derby City Classic. Danny, this is the 8th time we've had this tournament here.
And Mr. Reyes wins the lag in the first break. Thank you.
Efren Reyes.
One more time. Efren Reyes, Jason Miller.
Efren Reyes is the defending champion, and he's playing a kid by the name of, I should say, a young man by the name of Jason Miller. Now, keep in mind, in the bank pool segment of this tournament, Jason Miller was the champion. I think it was 2 years ago in the bank pool segment of this tournament, Jason Miller was the champion. Now, in the one pocket segment of this tournament, Jason Miller once again surfaces as possible champion in the one pocket, but he's got to get through Efren Reyes.
Tall order, tall order. You know, Efren is playing better than I've seen him play in years. You know that. And Jason Miller, I've never watched play one pocket, but you know he's a great banker, and great bankers could cause trouble in a one pocket match.
That's exactly right. That's a weapon that Efren Reyes is going to have to deal with. But of course, Efren has been dealing with just about everything that's been put in front of him and dealing with it successfully.
You notice he's been undershooting the break a little. If he wasn't undershooting the break, he might be winning. You know, really.
And I think it has something to do with where he's positioning the cue ball and breaking the balls. Yeah. And he's not getting enough movement from the cue ball from the position that he's breaking the balls from. But I'm not going to argue with him because I can't win that for sure.
Well, anyway, Jason Miller, you know, 2 years ago, he almost ran out the set one session, you know, and I nicknamed him Killer Miller.
I don't know what good that's going to do. If Reyes can see the blue 2 ball, he'll probably bank that cross corner, repositioning the cue ball behind the red 3. I can see that shot's available. Now also the 15 cross corner is available. So therefore that particular shot really wasn't well thought out.
No, he's going to glance off the balls and go right to the 2. If he happens to make it. He come close, but no cigar.
See, now Jason Miller left him that shot where, you know, where he had options there. He could have done pretty much what he wanted to do with the cue ball from the position he was left in. And instead, he opted to do this, do what he did, which wasn't really that effective.
Well, I want to say that, you know, he's a bank pool player, but I can't say that anymore because he's in the bottom. He's in the last 2 out of 425, so he must have beat some pretty good one pocket players on the way. You know, couldn't have been an accident.
Well, no question about it. You know, the man has a lot of skills, not only playing bank pool, but obviously one pocket as well, as you mentioned. You know, there were 425 players that entered the bank pool division in this tournament. There are one pocket division. There are only 2 left.
Well, you know, if this combination isn't dead, the 11-7, I like kicking at the 3, but it must be dead because he's doing something else. Yeah, he couldn't go upstream and leave that, but he broke up that combination.
You know, and the combination obviously was dead because if it wasn't, he probably would have done something differently.
Yes.
Now Miller has a couple balls open on his side, so he's definitely a threat. So therefore, he must protect the balls that he has opened on his side.
I think he can bank the 1 to the pocket with a center ball and play position for the 2.
Not the 1? The ones in
No,
there.
let's see where the 3 is. He can bank that 3 and play
it's
position for the 2.
Play a bank to 3.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. The 6 ball might be in the way.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think it's a good shot anyway because it's got to go somewhere. I mean, I think it goes. He's looking at it. He played these greatly in the finals of the.
He's banking the 4, or the 7, and going into the 9.
And selling out his wallet.
Well,
yeah, I didn't like that shot.
And I do believe Reyes can cut the 9 in. I'm not going to fault him because I don't bank nearly as well as him. Quite frankly, I don't really know how well he does bank, but I do know he banks well enough to have won 2 bank divisions in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So therefore, he went to his strength, saying that, hey, if I make this bank, I got a chance to steal this game. He liked his position. He wasn't able to put the bank down. Reyes at the table with an open table, and that spells trouble.
He played that wrong rail position exactly like it came. Now, here's the one problem with Efren. He is playing so well that everybody expects him to run 8 and out every time he shoots.
Well, that's certainly not going to bother Reyes.
I know it isn't. I know it isn't.
Because I can clearly see that Reyes is in the zone. He's in a world of his own. He's really enjoying being where he is.
And by the way, look at this. He plays just as well left-handed or close. He could play in tournaments shooting left-handed and finish high up.
I've watched him play now for almost 20 years, and this is the truth. Almost 20 years, and I've only seen him miss 1 ball shooting with his left hand.
Yeah. The 8 goes if he can fall on it. He did. If he doesn't have the 10, I believe that is, he does have the 8.
The only problem here, he may brush the 11, and it'll throw him on a line here for position.
I think if he shoots off, he's going to go on the inside without touching the 11. I think he can do that.
It's real close.
Yeah. I think the speed lies to play the 8 and miss the 11. He shoots softly, he'll have it. Well, he can't reach it. That was the big problem.
Now, if he he's got probably another stick with a longer shaft.
He probably does.
Okay, this stick has a longer shaft, which will then enable him, actually a longer stick, which will enable him to reach this. Now, he's going to overcut the 8, like Danny says. If you overcut this, there's a chance you might be able to miss hitting the 11.
It's the speed. If you hit it soft, you're not hitting the 11, I don't believe. Get it? And how about he billiarded that ball? Yeah, he played hitting the 3.
Nicely executed shot. And he also has a stick with a shorter shaft for shooting over balls with, believe it or not.
But all that was illegal like 50 years ago. They had specification, maximum and minimum lengths on cues and weights. Now it looks like you can use any length cue.
Well, that was rack number 1, goes to Reyes. It's a race to 3 to see who is the 2006 Derby City one-pocket champion.
I'm going to pull a Freddie Benevegna. Before this match is over quick, I'm going to do a commercial with my book. I have a book out called Road Player, and it's very interesting, and it's selling very, very well. Everybody's happy with it. And you can get it by contacting bbob.com Publishing.
I've never read your book, but I know who you are. I know you for probably over 40 years.
Yeah.
I know you're one of the wittiest players I've ever been around, and I know you have a lot of stories, a lot of things to say about the game, and an extremely knowledgeable player. So I know that whatever is in that book is really worth reading. I know that.
Well, it's mostly stories on the road and the gambling and escaping tight traps. Well, anyway, Efren didn't disappoint anybody that inning. He ran out. Now look what he's got. He's got Miller in a stone trap, and if he just sticks there, he's just surviving. He's going to pay for it later.
Well, you really can't fault him for what he did. That was probably the only thing he could do. He's going to have to buy a little time and hope that he ends up in a little better position. Maybe Reyes will do something un-Reyes-like, which is unlikely.
I think he's going to shoot the 5 towards the 7 and just stick right there. Or else the other choice is banking the 13, I believe that is. 12 or the 13.
I kind of like your first shot. If he has the ability, let's get camera number 3 to take a look at the cue ball in relation. See, maybe he doesn't have the ability to do that.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
He doesn't. He could certainly duck off it, but he's not going to do anything constructive. Okay, Billy, what do you do then?
Okay, let's take another look at camera number 3. Okay, he may be able to bank the 3 into the 2 ball, and try to position the cue ball behind the 5. Into the 2, he has to bank this. Into the 2 ball, oops, almost.
Missed it by hair.
Almost a cigar. Okay, great shot, by the way, that camera had. It gave us a great shot on what exactly he was looking at.
Well, I'll tell you what, if Miller can bank that, I can't tell if it's 13 or the 12. If he can bank that.
Let's take another look that Danny would like to see. Camera number 3, exactly what he does have. Now, what do you think, Dan?
I'm not sure. It's close, but I don't know if he can hit that 12. It's the 12 ball. If he had a clear shot at it, he could bank it and billiard the 11, but I don't think he can get in there. It looks like he just can't get in there enough.
Now, the ball Danny's saying banking is the ball underneath the blue 2.
Yeah.
I don't think he has enough ability to hit the ball, enough of the ball to do that.
No, he can't hit it thin enough. The 7 is in the way. He's looking at it, but I don't think it gets by.
So if he shoots in that direction, I'd like to take a look at the shot from camera number 3 to take a. That's right. That's the shot I like to. If we can keep this angle right here, we'll be able to see exactly what he sees, you know, and how he sees it happening as it's developing. So he'll go back to that because he doesn't like anything up there. I'm sure of that.
Well, if he can't bank it, you know what I like? Shoot it with speed, straight on, 2 rails, and you might come off the 2, the 10, and go right to the pocket. Just stick the cue ball.
I don't, well.
Yeah, it looks like he has that, but he's not going to shoot it. So what is this about? He going to, yeah, he tried an aggressive shot, got a kiss. He's going to sleep in the street shooting shots
well,
like
you know, the 11 kind of like tied up a little bit, but I don't think it's going to help him. You know, the shot that he shot was a really, a real effective shot, providing he got away with it. Okay, but therefore, I like what he had in mind.
Yeah, but it's shootable if you're totally desperate. He wasn't totally desperate, but he's probably told himself, "I'm not going to outmove this guy, so I better shoot when I get a chance." I think the 12 goes too. Yeah, that's where he can get right now. I think he can shoot the 12 right now, and then everything goes.
Yeah, he's in good shape here.
Yeah. Yeah, he wanted to open those up too and play position at the same time, which he did.
And he wanted to fall up table where he fell. And that was a real good method or way of doing what he actually did.
Yeah.
He'll draw behind the 7 here, which he's done nicely.
Yeah, roll and nudge to 15. Just roll this in, nudge to 15. You got the 11, and you go from there.
Yeah, he liked to put the 15 over a little bit further like he's done. He's creating a pattern now to where he can get the rest of the balls. He'll shoot the 11 if he has an angle to drop for the 15 and come around. Or if he can't do that, he'll have to try to do something with the 10 next.
He's creating a pattern to make it painless for Jason Miller. That's what he's doing.
Yes, he's like a dentist, but instead of extracting teeth, he's extracting balls from the table.
Yeah. He's playing really perfect. He's thinking straight. He's controlling everything. He sure knows how to get a lot of balls when he gets a shot.
Looks like he's got an angle to go around the 10 here. I don't know if the orange 5 goes. He has to end up perfect on the 5. Inside Ingles around for the 10, leaving himself a nice angle, and also cue ball enough of a distance off that side rail where he can comfortably bridge and elevate without sacrificing much accuracy.
And break some balls open.
And break some balls open. And what do you say, fellas?
I say this one's over. People are starting to chuckle. It's becoming such habit. You know, he just runs out.
You really can't say much more. You really can't say much more than what he says with his stick. And another thing is, I kind of feel that the people are getting kind of cheated out there watching this because it only lasts about 13 minutes. You know? I mean, every time he gets a shot, he runs out. I think the last 4 or 5 times he's made an appearance at the table, providing he's had an opportunity to pocket a ball, he's run them all.
He ran a 9, an 8, an 8, an 8, and an 8. Can't do any better than that, Billy.
So therefore, for all you doubting Thomases out there, particularly the older ones who go back in time and say to yourself, well, I don't think he could have beaten so-and-so or so-and-so or so-and-so. I don't know. Maybe you're right. But I don't think so.
No, he's playing better than I saw anyone ever play, and I've been around 40-something years. You know,
you've been around longer than that. Come on.
Yeah, I've been around 70 years, but not around pool. Yeah. Okay.
Well, he's left him a bank on the 1.
Oh, I forgot
or the
that.
5, I think.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to shoot here. I don't think the 5 gets by, and the 1 is like a little suicidal.
No, it's not.
It's not?
I think he can shoot the 1.
And stick and not even leave the 11, right?
Right. I think he can shoot.
It's really close.
He's hitting the balls so pure that he can do that.
Well, you know, this particular bank you're talking about requires an extra pure hit because there isn't a real lot of room between the ball in the pocket and the cue ball getting out of the way. So to stick it and save him from the 11, he's going to have to do a little bit of that, maybe with a little left-hand angle. A tough shot. And
maybe I'm just too much in awe of this man.
Yeah.
What do you about, you know, he may go up table because he walked up table to take a look at it from that perspective.
He's going to try to shoot it, man. You know what? He feels like he can't do anything wrong shooting this shot. If he makes this, they should howl. This is great. Nah,
but maybe he can do it, Danny. Maybe he can do it, okay? I mean, come on.
That was fantastic bank.
Well, you know, everything he's asked himself to do, he's done, and more. Oh, and
fantastic shot.
And more. This will have to go down as unquestionably the greatest one-pocket performance in the history of tournament one-pocket.
At least this tournament, anyway.
No, in any tournament.
But you haven't been at every tournament.
I don't care.
Okay.
You can't possibly play any better than this.
Right.
I don't have to. I don't have to go outside to see what the weather feels like, you know?
I wish I knew what that meant.
And that means that no one has to tell me it's raining. I can feel it. And no one has to tell me that someone else may have played better one pocket in another tournament.
He's dabbing it.
I would have heard about it.
He's really dabbing it.
Dabbing it. Oh my.
We got him.
Oh my. That was the first mistake that he's made. You know why? Because you were doubting this.
Yeah.
You did it. You put it on him.
He can't play at all. He couldn't even get position on that shot. You know what I mean? He's run 33 balls now, and now he only got a few. Maybe he feels a little bad for Miller.
It's not over. It's not over. Watch this.
Oh, no, he's not gonna.
Now watch this, okay? He's going to do this because he's mad.
And he's going 3 rails and going to hit the pile.
Mad. He's
going 3 rails, going to hit.
Oh, he killed it. He killed it. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my God. Don't tell me he did that. Oh.
Amazing.
This is the best performance.
Folks out there, I have to tell you, the shot was tough enough.
Oh, my.
The shot was tough enough just shooting it. He put all that reverse to kill it and go 2 rails. That was one of the greatest shots you'll ever see.
I'm not worthy of being here. Oh, my. It's just absolutely amazing.
What's he going to do now?
Absolutely amazing.
Is he going to bank the 6 and draw the ball back?
Oh, my. He put He put a foreign English on that last shot. I've never seen anyone put on
Billy,
any ball.
watch the game. You might see something else. No, he missed one.
Oh,
Oh,
my. Oh, my. Oh, my.
he's not so good.
Oh, my.
He missed that ball. Boy, oh boy, we've seen some fabulous stuff here, and it's like a joke. We're not seeing anything competitive here.
Well, how can you possibly see anything competitive?
Well, you know, these are pretty good players too. They could do a little something in between.
And that's what they're doing.
That's what he did, a little something.
Right.
It's not fair, you know. I mean, I'm partial to pool players, and I hate to see them really get punished and suffer. That's what's happening here, except it's so one-sided that Jason Miller might not even be able to feel bad, you know. He still has second locked up.
How can Jason Miller possibly feel bad? He won the bank pool segment of the tournament. He's going to probably finish second in the one pocket.
Yeah.
You know, he's playing the greatest player that's ever joined a queue, and the guy is playing about as well as he can play. How can you feel bad if it's Jason Miller?
You're right, and he might win 20,000 with the all-around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel bad.
I wish I felt as bad
You're
as Miller.
right, Billy. I don't feel bad anymore.
You know, well, it's all over for Miller, you know. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm so fortunate to have had the opportunity in my lifetime to watch Efren Reyes play pool. You know, really.
And the crowd is going wild, justifiably so, because, I mean, if this were another sporting event, it would have been perfection. Nobody plays their sport any better than Efren plays his.
No,
You know that? Yeah.
I totally agree. I totally agree.
What a mean guy. What a mean guy doing that to his opponent. Okay, we're going to close now, and Billy Incardona is going to go down there and do an interview with Efren Reyes. So it was fun. I mean, this is only the second division. We still have 9-ball, and Efren's in the 9-ball. We're going to see some. He plays pretty good 9-ball too, Billy. Right? We'll be right back, viewers.
Okay, we're here with the great Efren Reyes. You know, Efren, I've interviewed you a countless number of times after tournaments, after you won tournaments, and you always tell me how lucky you are, you know? And that story's getting pretty old. You know, in my opinion, I think you're the greatest player that's ever put a cue together. And once again, you've proven it, but this time you really proved it. I mean, you did something on the table today a countless number of times I couldn't believe. I mean, how do you continue to do these things?
Well, I play good today. It's only race to 3. That's why you cannot see how we play, you know. But maybe I get lucky.
It's only a race to 3? No?
It's only a race to 3, and every time I gonna give me a shot, so he can't shoot no more. So what am I gonna do?
Well, I totally agree. It is only a race to 3, but you played 3 races to 3. Okay, that's a race to 9. All right. I mean, we thought you were a little out of line when you got back. I believe it was that 7-ball or something, and you cut it backwards and you put some kind of like Martian English on the cue ball. You came back down table and you almost ran out. What did you do there?
Well, you know, I've been practicing about the cue ball. I've been playing about carom before, so I know how to play to get position.
I do agree. You do know how to get position. Yeah, I do agree on that, okay? One question, and seriously, going back in retrospect through your career, through your life on the pool, how do you compare the way you're playing today compared to how you were playing years ago?
I think I play better than 90s, 70s.
You played better then than you do now?
Yeah.
That's awful scary. Well, I don't know what more I can say or what more he can say than he hasn't already said at the table. So anyways, we're going to close it up now. Thanks a lot for the Billiard Club Network and ACCUSTATS for bringing this to all you people. And most importantly, thank you, Mr. Reyes.